Joining me now is co-leader of the trial at Oxford, Professor Richard Hobbs. Professor, good morning. Thank you for joining me. Firstly, what is this asthma drug?
Good morning. Yeah, no, it's a very commonly used drug. It's what we call a preventer drug. It's a low-dose steroid and budesonide used as a turbohaler. So it may well be familiar to Australians as Pulmicort as a proprietary drug.
So how many people took part in this Oxford University trial?
Well, we've now recruited over 4,700 patients to the trial altogether. It's what's called a platform trial, which is designed so that we can add new treatment arms as evidence of possible benefit comes out, then we can add new arms to the trial. Budesonide was actually the fourth arm we added to the principal trial. The first three having failed to demonstrate any benefit. So this is the first intervention that has been shown to offer benefit to patients. As you say, it's patients with either over the age of 65 or over the age of 50 with other medical problems. So older patients and patients who have additional risk factors are the ones recruited in the trial.
And you've had some great results so far. It has cut the time it took higher risk patients to feel better by an average of 3 days.
Yes. That may not seem very much to people listening into the programme, but in fact it is a significant benefit. Patients with COVID, as we know, often suffer quite protracted illness. In fact, even in this treatment group, it was on average 11 days before they started to feel recovered. So that was basically compared to over 14 days in the usual care arm. We're also following up for more serious consequences like admissions and deaths. What we've reported thus far is the interim data, and that's because it met our pre-specified stop rule, i.e. there was enough benefit seen at the interim analysis that wasn't ethical for us to continue the trial. But we will be reporting the full results next at the end of the month, where hopefully we'll be able to demonstrate whether it actually offers benefits against admissions and death as well. There were numerical benefits seen at the interim, but they weren't statistically significant at that point.
Okay, so you're waiting for the final results to come through. But Professor, what do you hope will happen now with this trial? It's obviously proven thus far that it has been successful. What do you hope will happen now?
Well, we're continuing. We've still got two arms in the study. So we're looking at our first antiviral. Generally speaking, antivirals have not been promising in previous viral illnesses. But we're looking at favipiravir, which there are some interesting data suggesting it may be a benefit. So that's going to be interesting. And we're also looking at colchicine. Colchicine is a drug that's often used in gout. It's a safe drug and again has an interesting mode of action. And we'll see whether that actually offers benefits as well. We did have some hopes of azithromycin. There was a lot of positive basic science data to suggest that azithromycin, which is a common antibiotic, and doxycycline, which is another common antibiotic also used against malaria, would be beneficial in COVID. But in fact, we demonstrated at the end of last year that both these antibiotics actually had absolutely no benefit in COVID. So it's quite important for us to show drugs that don't work as well as find ones that do.